Guys, welcome to our today's training, and it is going to take 10 minutes to complete this. What we want to do, we want to build a chart like this from the scratch, and the work of this chart is just to give us a representation of data that have different magnitudes. For example, when you look at our data range at the top here, we have the first column where we have the NSW, then we have the second column, the VIC. Under the D column, we have WA. Then under the E column, we have the sales total. You can see the magnitude of the data within column E is quite different from these other ones. And therefore, it is not going to make any mathematical sense to give them one type of chart. And this is why we combine different types of charts within one chart. Now, in this case, you can see the NSW, the VIC, and the WA columns, they have different charts and they have been represented using column charts, while the sales total have been given the line chart, just different from these other columns. That is exactly what this kind of chart does. Now we are going to look at how to build this chart from the scratch and the name of this chart and how we can also use a slicer to easily filter what we want to see. Now first let us delete that chart. Now the very first step, we are going to select our data. After selecting our data, we are going to come to where we have the Insert tab just at the top. Click on the Insert tab. We are going to hover our mouse up to where we have the Chart Tools or the Chart group. Then when you come at the top here, you can see this is the column chart. Yes, we want to start with a column chart. So we are going to click on that. Then we have a column chart. That is the very first thing, column chart. Now, let us look at this kind of chart. The first thing that is not working very well is that you can see at the bottom here we have legends, and our legends, you can see this is what we have. But something that is not working very well is that the orders by year and state columns are much bigger than these other columns, and actually it is not easy to see columns for NSW, for the VIC, and for the WA. What we can see very well is the column for the sales total, and this is because the sales total columns or the sales total column and data are much bigger than these other columns. Now this is what we want to change. First, that is the first thing that is not working well. Second thing that is not working well, if you look at the horizontal axis, at the horizontal axis, we are supposed to have the years from 2013 to 2017 and not the discrete numbers 1, 2, up to 6. Now let us start by changing the horizontal axis, and we do that by just clicking into that chart. Come to where we have our chart design, and our chart design under the data group, you can see we have options like the switch row, select data, change data type, and move chart. We want to select data. By selecting data, we are going to select years from 2013 to 2017 so that we can use them to replace these discrete values from 1 to 6. Now, you see a window like this. Under this window, you can see we have the first column and the second column. We want to change the second column because it is what contains the horizontal axis. Now, we are going to click on Edit. When we click on Edit, we are being given an option to select the data that we want to be displayed. Now let us select from 2013 to 2017. Then click OK. Then click OK again. And by doing that, you can see we have replaced the discrete numbers, that is 1 to 6, by years from 2013 to 2017. Now the next thing we want to do, we want to change these ones. We want our columns from column B to column D to be in column chart, while column E, that is the sales total, to be a line chart. We are going to do that by clicking again on our chart. Come to our chart design, This time around, we are going to change the chart type. We do not want the column chart. We want a different chart that combines the column chart and the line chart. So click on the change chart option. Under the change chart option, we are coming to combo chart. Combo chart is just another name for combination chart. We click on that. Now under the combo chart, we have a different things that we need to look at. The first column, the NSW, it is clustered column. That is okay. We are going to click on that. When we click on that, it gives us a preview of what we are going to have. Then the second column is VIC. Again, it is supposed to be a clustered column chart. Then WA, it's supposed to be clustered column chart again. We are going to click on the drop down list. Then we are going to select clustered column. Then we are going to check into that box. Then when we come to the sales total, we are supposed to have something different from the clustered column. We are supposed to have a line chart. Let us leave it at that. Yes, the sales total is supposed to be a line chart. Once we are done with that, we are going to click OK, and we have our chart like this. Now, something that is not standing out very well is that when you look at the year 2017, these entries were not complete. As you can see here, we have only 18 records. For VIC, we only have 5. For WA, we only have 2. So it means the records for this particular year was not complete. So we want to do away with 2017 so that we can have something much presentable. So again, we are going to click into that chart, come to the chart design. Again, we are going to come to where we have the select data. Select data, again, when you come to the horizontal axis, we are going to delete, or we are going to uncheck the 2017 box. By unchecking it simply means that we are removing that particular record from our chart, and you can see everything has changed. Now, the next thing that we are going to do, we want to give this chart a name, and by giving it a name, just click where we have the chart title, then just give it a name. And we have given it a title like this as sales orders versus sales totals. Now that is what we have. Now the next thing, we are going to change the chart style. We want to give it something much better than this. When you click into your chart, you are going to see these are the 3 options. You have the plus sign and you have this next one. To click into that, it is going to give you the chart styles. You scroll down, this is what we had. Once you are done with that, you click outside, then we have that. You click again into this chart. You can now easily resize your chart, and we can also move this chart. The next thing that we want to do, we want to create a slicer that can now help us to select or to filter this data in terms of years. Now, to do this, first we are going to convert this data into a table, and you do that by clicking into any cell within that data range. Control L on your keyboard, you have it. Come to where we have the insert. After clicking into any cell within that table, you are going to see here we have the slicers. Where we have the filters group, we have the slicers. You click on that, and the only thing we want to see here is orders by year. We have our slicer, and we have it there. So that is our slicer. So if you want only records for 2013, 2015, and 2016, we're just going to click on that. Control key, 2015, 2016. And that is exactly how it is done.